Hi, everybody. I'm going to start a little bit later today, so like 3 or 4 minutes from now, just to give people a chance to filter on in. I was a little late in getting the announcement out. But everything is up and ready, so in about 3 or 4 minutes, we will get started. So get some water, use the restroom, and we'll get started in just a bit. Hi, everybody. I didn't unmute my mic. Sitting here talking to nobody. Yesterday, we did a laboratory lecture where we went over all of the details on how to access the lab worksheets, how to fill them in, how to turn them in. So if you missed that yesterday, make sure you go back and look in the archive. You can get to that through my YouTube page. Today we are going to finish Chapter 1. We have very little left of Chapter 1. We just have a short discussion on what temperature is. And I want to talk about this because of some of the mathematical implications of how these temperature scales work. For example, you will notice that on these scales, for the two common ones that you're probably familiar with, Fahrenheit and Celsius, there is a region where the temperature can be 0. For Fahrenheit, that's just over here somewhere. So, like, oops, my pen didn't actually draw. So around in here is 0 degrees Fahrenheit, and for Celsius, that's right here. Now, if I go to this thing, and I were to write a formula that invoked temperature in some way. So, for example, I gotta make sure I'm writing on the right layer here. Here's a formula that you're going to be using and chemistry 162. If you wanted to solve for a variable, say maybe like n, then you could rearrange the equation. You get something like that. But then we have an issue. Let's suppose that we're working at one of those 0 degrees temperatures. What happens if you put in 0 for a number that is on the denominator? Like, what happens when you do this? Hopefully you're typing in the chat right now what you think happens. Because when you do this, and you divide by this number, this is what's going on as a divide by 0 error. If you divide by 0, the result is undefined. You cannot divide something by 0. I just realized I need to check something. Hold on. Do I have this toggled? I don't. Okay, so I have an issue. Hold on. I'm going to type in the chat really quickly. Yeah, because there's like a minute delay. Alright, so let me end the stream and I will be right back.